To be at 9 o'clock. Let me go on because I got some things to do. Right. Hope everyone is having a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Tomorrow, it's Father's Day. You know, it's Father's Day weekend, and I appreciate that you're here with me. That you're really, really here with me. So I'm definitely gonna get into this topic right here. Is because it's needed. It's needed in our community. Like this gangster persona life that we're living, that we're trying to live, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's why it's allowed to deceive you and entrap you, basically, for fame, fortune, and riches. It shows you all of these things that you want. You want guns, you want drugs, you want women, you want cars, you want jewelry, you want to smoke and drink. It's gonna give you all that. It's gonna give you that. At what price? At what cost? At what cost that this gangster persona life, right, is gonna do what it do? What cost? The cost is your soul, basically. Someone gonna wind up end up dead or gone, fighting over, you know, these communities back and forth, fighting over drugs, holding people hostage inside of these complexes that don't belong on us, that don't belong to us. We don't own anything. You know, these are the neighborhoods that we grow up in, and it's supposed to be different, man. It's supposed to be different, you know. And I cannot stop making stories like this enough. I can't. I can't because it's a domino effect. Now, Trump administration can come in here and actually deport these guys because they've been doing crimes. You know, some of these guys been doing crimes. They got healthy lengthy lengthy rap sheets, man. They'll get you out the corner. I mean, they'll get you out the country, man. This is what they were saying. Like they'll put you on a terrorist list because you're terrorizing your neighborhood. Even though they're terrorizing it, the whole entire country, but you're terrorizing your neighborhood. And it's sad because now the children see you selling drugs and shooting and thinking that this is right. And you know what it is? It's perpetuating, perpetuating, perpetuating. This is a never end battle that we gotta constantly fight, man. And this is all in our neighborhood. This is generation curses. It's passed down from generation to generation. And at the end of the day, it's going to lead you down a very, very dark path of destruction and demise at the end of the day. You know, selling these drugs, guns and drugs and, this gangster persona life. Listen, man, we supposed to be protecting our neighborhood at the end of the day. We supposed to be protecting our neighborhood. I know we don't have the resources because the resources is not just given up to you like that. But you have to go out and find the resources. You have to procreate the resources for your community. You can make it happen because the creator said so. What it is that we don't want to deal with the creator because everything that he's doing is a process to it. And it's a process and it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. So, you rather get it overnight by dealing with this entity, barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic way of life. But he's going to backdoor you. He's going to give you all the fame, fortune, and riches. But he's going to backdoor you because he wants your spirit, your soul, right? He wants your life, and he wants you to become an organ donor. He wants you to be in jail for the rest of your life. So that's what you're giving up. That's the reward. But with the creator, if you listen to him, even though this process is small, because you got to build up integrity, you got to build up courage, you got to build up honor and blessing among yourself. He's not just going to give it to you like that. He want to build you up. So when it's time for war, you be prepared, mind, body, and soul, spiritually, mentally, and physically. This is what he doing. And when he give you the bad, he tripled the bad. He tripled the bad, right? Even though our community is plagued with so much darkness and filth and so much trash, and it's just around us, whether we want to live it or not. It's just around us. The creator could pierce through it. He could push you to pierce through it. And that your neighborhood could be what? A kingdom, a civilization, above all civilization in your neighborhood if you deal with spirituality. So, I think it's like 35 of those guys, 36 of those guys, they got busted. They got busted. They've been watching you. They want the shootings and the killings. They want the murders. They want all this to lock you up. Now you showing the other generation that come behind you, right? It's okay. Now the youngsters is doing it. Now they're not gonna go to school. We gotta stop this, man, because this life right here is taking many of us away. We don't need to be in prison because a war's gonna happen. A spiritual war's going down. We don't need you to be pushing fentanyl and drugs and cocaine and marijuana and alcohol. We don't need that. We need you to be focused and we need you to be on the front line. This is what we need. And we have to push this among us in all the community. We need each and every strong body, the indigenous people of the earth. We don't need you locked up, facing years upon years. We don't. Check it out.
The scene of an early morning raid. Over the past year, the Bloods gang has terrorized the Kretschmer Homes public housing complex in Newark, New Jersey, using violence and fear to operate their drug trafficking business. More than 2 dozen alleged gang members are now charged with drug trafficking and weapons offenses thanks to a multi-agency investigation involving the FBI, U.S. Attorney's Office, Drug Enforcement Administration, and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. This operation removed numerous firearms and approximately 7,000 grams of heroin and fentanyl from our streets. That's enough fentanyl to kill 500,000 people. Investigators claim the suspects used clever packaging to make their product seem less harmful. We allege that they market fentanyl, the deadliest drug in our country, and cocaine, the most addictive drug in our country, by stamping wrappers with names like Scarface, Cocoa Puffs, Purple Rain, to make the content inside the package less scary and more attractive. U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, Alina Hava, says the raid was the result of a long-running investigation, which included court-authorized wiretaps, controlled purchases by informants and undercover officers, hundreds of hours of surveillance, and search warrants on over a dozen different locations in the Garden State. The defendants are each facing 10-year mandatory minimum sentences with the possibility of up to life in prison.
Wait, so how do you close your book so fast? Honestly,
This is a never end story that goes on in our communities. We've been produced to trash, to garbage. We you know, we are the descendants of the ancient ancestors, the up the God light ones, and we've been produced to, you know, this right here, man. And it's sad because we don't know who we are. Fame, fortune, and riches blind us each and every day. And this is a shout out to all of these brothers and sisters that got locked up, man. This is not the way. This is not the way. Your guys are facing a lot of time. And the time they're gonna give you're not coming home no time soon. That's just why we need each and every body out here because it's gonna go down. Some way, somehow it's gonna go down. And we need y'all out here. It's just that we're blinded with this entity, barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic way of life, which is leading us down a dark path. When you doing these acts and doing these things, it's very dark. Your mind is cloudy. Then you add it in with drugs, you add it in with drinking, you add it in with certain things, you know. We using our community as a bunker, as a force. Anybody coming in, we shooting them, we killing them. And these places, we don't own none of these places, and they know that we doing it. You hear what they said? They watching you. Trust you me, they are watching you. If you're on the corner and you're selling anything, drugs, marijuana, or whatever you're doing, you're gaining up and thinking that they're watching you. They just waiting for the right time to lock you all up so they could put a big hit and a big dent inside the community. By the time you come out, it's going to be gentrified the neighborhood. The price is going to go up. There's going to be different people coming in the neighborhood. This is the war. This is the war right here. This is the war. This is physically, mentally, spiritually. And then now you label as being hit with gang charges. Organized crime, all this other stuff. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. You can move better. You can get jobs and move better and move better. All of your whole crew can put in a pot and build that community up. Build a foundation where that it could be generational wealth for all of your children living in these projects, living inside of these subsidized housing, low housing. You can do that. You can uplift this, change the narrative. You can do that. You know, with the Almighty's help, with the Almighty help, the Creator. I know how things go because I was in it. I tried them shoes. It don't work for me. So I tried the slow pace. The slow pace is what? Paying taxes, working, getting checks, doing overtime, you know, and you can make something of yourself. I know a lot of brothers that used to be in the street, bust, shooting guns, robbery. They doing all this other stuff. Now they got houses, they got cars. They don't live that life no more, even though it took them a process. But after they gave up that gangster persona life and came over, the creator rewarded them, and the same thing can happen to you. All you got to do is change your life, man, because it don't make no sense. Because when they catch you, they're gonna lock you up for a very, very long time, and everything that you have is gone. That murder, death, kill, barbaric, even twisted way of life backdoored you. Those cars gonna disappear from you. Your money, your jewelry, the weed. You're gonna have withdrawals while you in there. If you was doing drugs or drinking, you're gonna have withdrawals. Yeah, you're gonna have to go on a drug program in there. It's gonna be a lot of things that's going on that you're gonna have to go through. It's gonna be a process, man. And to put yourself through that, through the pain and suffering and the agony, it's sad, and you this life, it doesn't work for us. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. It does not work. So, it's sad. I just wanted to share this story that um to bring awareness to us, this gangster persona life. It doesn't work. Like 30 something y'all. Now I don't know of anybody that's gonna be snitching. I don't know who, with this life, barbaric, even twisted, demonic way of life, somebody gonna be snitching and telling. That's what it does. It backdoor you. It gets you to tell the whole option. I mean, the whole operation. Who shot who murdered who, just to get off so you can get home. This is what it does. It backdoor you. This is why I said this life, this gangster persona life, we need to give it back to the co-creators of it. It leads to a very, very nasty, dark, dark, dark life. That's the results. That's the reward that you get. You see that? That's the reward. Lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. That's what it is. It's lights, camera, action. Then your lights gonna be put out. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's really sad because we got to keep making, stories about this, man. When we gonna get it right? When we gonna get it right? When we all gone? Now it's children raising children. Nobody's no guidance. There's no information. There's nothing. That's out here. So now the demonic, evil, twisted, barbaric way of life is gonna be raising them, and it's sad. It's sad, man. That's why we need to get this thing together, man. We need to get this together. I wish all those brothers the best, the best, the best of love. I wish them all best of love. They're gonna go through it. They're gonna go through it, man. I know all too well. I went through it. I went through it. Why me pins, the ball pin up north. Rocket State Greens, walking around the yard, hit with 10 years, 15 years, 30 years, doing acts of violent crimes, cutting people up in there, banging on each other. It's going down. Eating that nasty food, on the visits, on the child. That's what's gonna happen. The federal prison, hit with all type of guns, and it's sad, man. It's sad. This life, this gangster persona life, is taking many of us. It's taking many of us. It's sad on our part because now we don't got no defense. We don't got nobody out here to protect our children and women, man, to be their example. But you know what? I'm gonna be their example for them to show them that they can do it. People see me outside. I'm active. I'm outside. People see me. I'm outside, meaning I'm walking around, go to the store. I'm not outside to do violence or nothing like that. But you see me and people see me. So I'm the example that you can, uplift yourself and live a better life. You understand what I'm saying? And walk the path of righteousness, a smooth path. You're gonna be okay, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But we all know that we keep seeing the results, the shootings and the killing and murder each other. And we doing it to each other. So, you watching me, please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out on YouTube. This is the dopest channel. You see this channel, we don't get thousands of views, but we are up there. We are up there with everybody else, all the big dogs and all people that been on YouTube for 8 years, 10 years, however it is. We up there because you know why? We consistent and right, and we're not doing it for money. We're actually doing it to save each and everybody. And I know for sure that with the help of the Almighty Creator and everything existing, I'm helping saving somebody's life and getting out the streets, man, and getting a job. You understand? I'm saving somebody's life, or I'm saving their lives and their family life with the Alpha Omega Creator help. This is actually true facts, man. And I just want us to get on a different vibe and a different energy with ourselves, man. Your guys are kings and queens, man, and prince and princess all around the world. This is go out to you. This video, this is nasty work. That's what I can say. This is nasty work. Y'all have an amazing, amazing, amazing evening, y'all, with friends and family. Peace, y'all.